too. I just talk about is it the song?
Free Blueface.
Free Blue, man.
You just made memories come back. That shit was like 5 years ago.
Chrisean rock is breaking down again. But this time, it's not over rumors, drama, or a new betrayal. It's raw, it's real, and it's caught on camera. Just hours ago, a tear-streaked Chrisean was seen whispering 3 words that send fans into an emotional spiral. Free Blueface now. The internet is in chaos, flooded with confusion, speculation, and sympathy. Why now? Why him? And why is she crying after everything she's been through? She watched one video. Just one, a Blueface video that no one saw coming. What was in it? Why did it hit her so hard? And why are people saying it's the most vulnerable moment of her life since her public fallout with the rapper? We're talking about a woman who's been through everything: fights, breakups, pregnancies, reality TV chaos, and still stood tall. But tonight, something shattered. And the footage of her breakdown is leaving fans speechless. You think you've seen all the drama between Chrisean and Blueface? No, this is something else. This is the twist no one predicted. And once you hear what's in that video, and what happened just minutes after she watched it, you'll understand why some people are calling this the most heartbreaking turn in their toxic, legendary saga. But that's not all. Because what happened just hours later flipped everything upside down. Stay locked in, because this isn't just a breakdown. It's the beginning of a dangerous emotional spiral. And it may be too late to stop it. Now let's go back, because this didn't just come out of nowhere. This emotional bomb was years in the making to understand why Chrisean's sudden emotional collapse is sending shockwaves through the industry. We have to rewind. Because this wasn't just a one-off meltdown. This was the culmination of a brutal, chaotic history that started the moment she met Blueface. It all began in 2020 when Chrisean, a young athlete turned aspiring musician, entered Blueface's controversial reality show, Blue Girls Club. From the jump, she stood out, fiery, unpredictable, fearless. And Blueface noticed. But what started as TV drama quickly spiraled into something darker, messier, and more real than anyone expected. Behind the viral clips and bloody brawls, a toxic love story was brewing. One moment they were inseparable, laughing on live, building a brand. The next they were throwing punches, calling the cops, and dragging each other through hell on Instagram for millions to see. And through it all, Chrisean stayed. Even after being arrested, even after losing a tooth, even after public humiliation that would have broken anyone else fans watched. Horrified and obsessed as their chaos turned into content, Blueface became the villain. Chrisean, the ride-or-die girl who wouldn't let go. And when she finally got pregnant, everyone thought the cycle would break. That motherhood would be the wake-up call. That maybe, just maybe, she'd finally choose herself. But it only got worse. The baby drama unfolded. Like a nightmare in slow motion. Accusations, denials, public DNA tests. Blueface mocking her online while holding another woman's hand. And yet still Chrisean defended him. "He's the father of my child," she'd whisper, voice shaking, eyes red. "I still love him, even after giving birth, even after being left alone in that hospital room with no Blueface in sight." She kept wearing his chain, kept referencing him in interviews, kept hoping that maybe, if she stayed loyal long enough, he'd come back. But Blueface didn't come back. He moved on publicly, flaunting new girls, throwing shade, treating her like a punchline. And for months, Chrisean went quiet. No more screaming lives. No more fighting on Zeus. She was focused on her baby, trying to heal, trying to forget. Or so everyone thought, until tonight. Because tonight, all that silence cracked. One video just went and she fell apart. Cried on live. Shaking, wiping her face, whispering "Free Blueface" like it was a prayer. But what was in that video? That's where everything gets twisted. Because insiders are now claiming the video wasn't just about Blueface. It was a message recorded weeks ago and never meant to be seen by the public. A leaked clip that reveals a side of Blueface that no one expected. Vulnerable, broken, and maybe regretful. But before we get to what he said, you need to know where Chrisean was when she saw it. And who was in the room with her because someone recorded her reaction, and what they caught on tape might be the most heartbreaking moment of her entire story. And it changes everything. The lights were dim, the room eerily silent except for the soft sound of a phone speaker playing the no infamous video. Chrisean sat on the edge of a low couch, eyes locked on the screen, baby monitor beside her. Someone, likely a close friend or assistant, quietly filmed from the corner, never expecting what they were about to capture. On the phone, Blueface appeared. Not shirtless, not cocky, not clowning around. He was in a dim jail cell wearing the standard issue jumpsuit, and his voice, it was hoarse, cracked, raw. He looked directly at the camera and said, "To the people I hurt, I'm sorry, especially her." No names? But it didn't have to be spelled out. Chrisean knew. Her hand flew to her mouth. Her chest started to rise and fall rapidly. Tears welled in her eyes, but she didn't blink. She just watched like she was seeing a ghost. Blueface went on. "I ain't say it enough, but she held me down. I ain't never met nobody like her. I pushed her away 'cause I was scared of needing her. But I did. I do." That's when it happened. Chrisean let out a strangled gasp. A sound so painful, so deep, it sounded like it was being ripped from her soul. Her face crumpled, tears falling like a flood. She tried to speak, tried to say something, but couldn't get the words out. Instead, she started rocking back and forth, whispering, "Free Blueface. Free him." Again and again, like a broken chant. The person behind the camera said softly, "Do you want to stop?" Chrisean shook her head violently. "No, I need to hear all of it." And the video continued, Blueface now looking directly into the lens. Finished with, "If you ever see this, just know I see you now. I see everything you did for me. And I wish I could go back. But if I can't, just know I loved you in ways I was too stupid to say." That's when Chrisean screamed. It wasn't loud. It wasn't dramatic. It was silent agony. She buried her face in her hands and sobbed, her shoulders trembling uncontrollably. The baby monitor started flashing her newborn, stirred in the other room, but she didn't move. Couldn't move. The video ended. The room stayed silent. Chrisean looked up at the camera, tears streaking down her cheeks. "Why would he say that now?" she whispered. "Why wait until it's too late?" And then without warning, she pulled out her phone and opened Instagram Live. Thousands flooded in within seconds. Faces lighting up with curiosity. Was it another rant? Another wild episode? Another chaotic moment from the Queen of Mayhem? No, what they saw was a broken woman. No filters. No yelling. Just tears. Y'all don't understand. I watched that man change my whole life. Ruin it, save it all at once. I hated him, but I never stopped loving him. The comments exploded. Not her crying over him again. Girl, get a grip. This is real love or real delusion. Wait, what did Blueface say? I thought she was done. And just when fans thought it couldn't get more unhinged, she held up her phone, pressed play, and replayed the Blueface clip on live, exposing it to millions. People lost their minds. Within minutes, the video was clipped, posted, reposted, tweeted, and TikToked into viral oblivion. The hashtag started trending instantly. Hashtag Free Blueface, hashtag Chrisean breaks down hashtag Toxic Love Forever. Hashtag Blueface, message, but what happened next? No one saw coming. Because within the hour, Blueface's team released a statement. A chilling, vague, and completely unexpected statement that turned the tide of public opinion and sent Chrisean's fans into a full-blown panic. And the timing, too perfect to be coincidence. The statement came out of nowhere, no warning, no build-up. Just a sudden press release posted to Blueface's official Instagram stories and then deleted minutes later. But not before it was screen recorded by thousands. It read, "There are things in motion right now. Not everything is what it seems. Blueface will speak when the time is right. Until then, tell her." He saw the video. The message hit like a grenade. Fans immediately started speculating what video. Was Blueface being allowed to watch Instagram lives from jail? Was someone in his inner circle feeding him information? Or was this message planned before Chrisean ever even went live? And if he saw her break down, what does he want? Within minutes, Twitter threads exploded with wild theories. He's trying to get back with her. This is all part of some twisted Zeus TV setup. Y'all realize this is psychological warfare, right? Wait, was this a trap? Did he bait her with that message? Is this a trap? Did he bait her with that message? One fan even posted a now viral tweet saying, "This man said nothing for months." While she cried in a hospital bed and raised his son alone. Now he wants to talk. What changed? But the real explosion happened when Blueface's baby mama jumped in. Jaden Alexis, Blueface's on-and-off partner, posted a cryptic Insta story just hours after Chrisean's emotional live. It was just 5 words. "He said that to me too." No context. No clarification. Just pure venom. And it worked, because suddenly the internet flipped. People began accusing Blueface of playing both women, even from behind bars. Some fans speculated that the heartfelt message in the video wasn't even meant for Chrisean. Could it have been repurposed, staged, or worse, fake? Chrisean, however, was silent. After her live ended, she disappeared. No tweets, no posts. No follow-up until she returned 6 hours later, eyes bloodshot, voice raspier, sitting in a car, engine off, filming herself from the driver's seat, and she didn't hold back. "I'm not here to be y'all's clown anymore. I'm tired of looking crazy for someone who thrives off my pain." That message, I don't care who it was for. I felt it. And if that makes me weak, then cool, I'm weak. But I'm also real. I loved that man harder than he ever deserved. The video ended there, but fans were already picking it apart frame by frame. Some said you could see a baby bottle in the cup holder. Others swore she was wearing his hoodie, the infamous black and blue, one he used to wear during interviews. But the most chilling part, a 5-second silence at the end. Chrisean stared straight into the camera and whispered something almost inaudible. Slowed down audio revealed it. "If he calls me, I'm answering." That one sentence reignited everything, because now the question wasn't whether she missed. Blueface was whether she was about to go back into the chaos. Back into the storm. Back into the arms of the man who shattered her over and over again. And just when the internet was divided between sympathy and disgust, the situation spiraled even further, because a new voice entered the arena. One that no one expected. One that flipped the entire situation on its head. A former Blue Girls Club contestant, one who had been silent for years, suddenly came forward with a message of her own. And what she revealed was nothing short of devastating. Her name was Angelique, a former contestant on Blue Girls Club Season 1. A forgotten face, until she dropped a bombshell voice note on Twitter that sent the entire fandom into a frenzy. The voice note started with 5 words that chilled everyone listening. I should have said this sooner. She sounded nervous, almost scared, but determined. I was there the night Blueface recorded that video. The one everyone thinks was for Chrisean. It wasn't. The audio cracked with emotion. He was drunk, angry, crying, and he was talking about someone else. Someone who left him before all of this started. That video? It was recorded months ago. It was never meant for the public. And it sure as hell wasn't about Chrisean. The internet lost it. Within seconds, Angelique was trending. People demanded receipts, proof, anything. And she had it. She posted a blurry behind the scenes photo of Blueface slouched on a couch holding a bottle, talking to someone off camera. The hoodie matched. The lighting matched. The timeline matched suddenly. Everything came into question. Was Chrisean manipulated? Did someone leak that video intentionally, knowing she'd take it personally? And worst of all was Blueface sitting back watching the meltdown he caused from behind bars with a smile. But it didn't stop there, because Angelique had one more bomb to drop. There's another video, she said. One he made right after that first one. In that one, he talks about her Chrisean, and trust me, y'all ain't ready for what he said. The internet held its breath, but before she could post it, her account was deleted, wiped clean. No trace. No warning, people panicked. Was she silenced? Threatened? Sued? Theories spiraled fast. Blueface's team shut her down. Chrisean paid her off. She was clout chasing and got caught. Or worse, she told the truth. And in the middle of the storm, Chrisean finally spoke. She went live again, this time in full glam with the baby in her arms. But her energy, different. She wasn't crying. She wasn't screaming. She was still. And that's what made it terrifying. Y'all got what y'all wanted, right? She said, eyes locked on the screen. You dragged me, mocked me, made fun of me for loving someone who broke me. She paused, looked down at her son, kissed his forehead. But now? Now I'm done. The comments flooded in. Wait, is this real? Is she finally leaving him behind? Don't fall for it, y'all. She said that last time. I want to believe her so bad, but then she smiled. A calm, eerie, unsettling smile. I have my own video now, she whispered. And when I drop it, y'all go on see why I cried. But you'll also see why I don't cry anymore. And just like that, she ended the live. No warning. No explanation. No timestamp. Now the internet's waiting, watching, and bracing for Chrisean's video. What's in it? What did she record? And why are some people saying Blueface should be scared? Because from what insiders are claiming, that video could destroy him completely. And it might already be in the hands of someone who's just itching to leak it. But before that happens, someone else is about to make a move, and it's the last person anyone expected. A name reemerged in the chaos. A name people thought had vanished from the narrative for good. WAC 100, Blueface's longtime manager and occasional fire starter. WAC had been noticeably silent during this whole scandal. No messy interviews, no fiery Instagram lives, no clubhouse tirades. But when Chrisean hinted that she had her own video, WAC couldn't stay quiet. He hopped on Instagram Live. Eyes sharp, tone dangerous. I don't care what emotional roller coaster she on. I told y'all this girl, then sitting on footage. And if she drops it, she better be ready for war. He smirked, calm, calculated. I know what's on that tape, and it don't just hurt Blue. It burns everything. Labels, deals, people with real money in this game. You drop that, you don't just end a man's career. You expose a network. The chat exploded. Network. Is WAC confirming it's real? Who else is on that video? Why does this sound like the FBI needs to be called? Then he leaned in closer to the camera. She's playing with fire. But hey, if she want to light the match, go ahead. Just don't cry when everything turns to ash. It was a threat. Clear and direct. But it didn't scare Chrisean, because minutes later, she posted a cryptic photo. A USB drive placed next to her baby's bottle. Caption, just 3 emojis. The message was loud. She had it. She was ready. And she knew it was a bomb. Now the question wasn't if she'd drop it. It was when. And as the internet braced itself for the biggest celebrity leak since Kanye's phone call with Taylor, another twist came crashing in like a tsunami. A well-known entertainment lawyer tweeted, Chrisean has contacted legal representation regarding a possible copyright release of media involving Blueface. Whatever she's planning, she wants it airtight. Wait, she's going legal. This wasn't a tantrum. This wasn't a meltdown. This was a strategy. Fans now suspect Chrisean has been planning this for weeks, maybe months. That emotional breakdown, that free Blueface video, it might have been the perfect emotional setup for a complete power play. And now, WAC 100 is panicking. Blueface's team is scrambling. Jaden's posting passive-aggressive stories every hour. But the person who's completely silent? Chrisean. Because when a woman stops crying, stops talking, and starts moving in silence, that's when she's the most dangerous. And what happens next might finally expose the truth behind Blueface's downfall. And the real reason he's been trying to reach her from behind bars? Because someone leaked a jail call. And what Blueface says on that tape might just be his final undoing. The leaked jail call surfaced on Reddit first, buried in a thread that was quickly deleted, but not before it was ripped, re-uploaded, and blasted all over Twitter and TikTok. The audio was grainy, the connection fuzzy, but the voices were unmistakable. Blueface and an unnamed male voice. Possibly a friend, maybe even someone from his team. But what he said? No one expected it. Blueface starts the call laughing casually, like nothing's wrong. Man, she on live crying again? Bro, I swear, she only cried when she got something to drop. She'll be using them tears like promo. The other voice chuckled, trying to brush it off. But Blueface didn't stop. I been knew she had that footage. I let her keep it because I wanted her to feel like she had leverage. But she ain't stupid. She'll know if she'll drop that, it's over for her too. And then, the bombshell. It ain't even about me in that video. Not all of it. That S***T got other names in it. N***S. That can't afford no scandals. She dropped that. It's not just careers eats families, deals, TV networks. Silence. Then the voice on the other end said, "So what you gonna do?" Blueface paused. His tone shifted. "If she drop it, ... I'm talking her down with me." That one sentence sent the internet into a tailspin. Because now it wasn't just heartbreak. It wasn't just betrayal. It was war. And the craziest part, Chrisean heard the audio just hours after it leaked. She posted a single Instagram story, a black screen with white text that simply read, "You gone, take me down. Baby, I was built in the fire." Followed by another post, "You played me. Then played the victim. Then threatened me. Cool. Let's finish this." The comment section exploded. She knows. It's about to get nasty. They both got nukes and no one's backing down. This is the craziest celeb war I've ever seen. But just when it felt like the entire situation had hit maximum chaos, Chrisean made an unthinkable move. She tagged Zeus Network home of baddies, Blue Girls Club, and her original claim to fame in a tweet that sent shockwaves through the industry. "I got the footage. Y'all got the platform. Let's talk." That's right. She wasn't going to drop it on YouTube. Not Instagram. Not TikTok. She wanted a full episode. And Zeus. They replied DMUs. 1 hour later, Zeus posted a mysterious teaser clip, just 3 seconds long. No faces, no names. Just audio, Blueface's voice saying, "Turn that camera off. I'm serious. Stop filming." It's cut to black. Caption, "This time, the cameras never stopped rolling. Coming soon." And that's when the internet collapsed. Fans started counting down. Journalists were scrambling. Gossip pages were refreshing her feed every 5 seconds. Everyone was on edge. What's in the video? What did Blueface do off camera that he thought was deleted? Why was Chrisean holding onto this tape like a golden ticket hand? What changed that made her finally decide to unleash it? And the most chilling question of all, who else is in the footage? Because according to multiple insider DMs floating around Twitter, the video doesn't just show a fight. It doesn't just show Blueface being cruel. It allegedly shows a private meeting, a deal, a conversation, a plan that was never meant to be recorded. And if that's true, then this tape could take down more than just a rapper. It could take down an entire system. And the countdown has already started. And just when the dust started to settle, and fans thought they'd seen the last twist in this toxic saga, Someone unbelievable entered the conversation. Chrisean's sister.tshki, once estranged. Often silent Teskey had kept her distance from Chrisean's drama for months. But the moment Zeus posted that teaser, and whispers about other names in the video hit the timeline, she snapped. She went live, furious, unfiltered. Y'all want to talk about footage? Y'all want to talk about secrets? Let's talk about the years she protected him. Let's talk about the times she had to hide bruise, as not just on her face, but on her soul. Viewers were stunned. She wasn't holding back anymore. I begged her to leave. I begged her to walk away when she still had herself. But he broke her down so bad, she started thinking the pain was love. She ain't toxic, she traumatized. And then the moment that made headlines, that video, it ain't just about Blueface. It's about what happens when cameras stop and the truth starts. And if she posts, it's y'all ain't ready. Not the industry, not the fans, not even the law. It's that final word. Law sent social media into a meltdown. Wait, is this bigger than drama? Are we talking crimes now? I thought this was a love story gone bad. Is this about abuse? She's gonna end his whole legacy. Okay, then, just as fast as it came, the live ended. But the damage was done. The narrative had shifted. This was no longer about a tearful video. No longer about free Blueface. No longer about a girl crying over her toxic ex. This was about exposure, consequences, and maybe even justice. And with the Zeus countdown ticking away, the world is watching one woman with one USB and waiting, because the day Chrisean drops that footage, everything changes. Everything changes.